So my name is Jason Yee, and I'm a multidisciplinary artist. I delve into a lot of different media materials based on the ideas that comes to my head. The materials that I tend to choose are sort of easily accessible materials, things that you buy from stores and hardware stores and even grocery stores. And I really like working with materials like that because I think it just kind of demystifies what art can be or could be. What's most important for me as an artist is for the visual, the form, to be the sort of the initial draw. I want there to be a recognition of some of the sort of the sensibilities of texture, what the mysteries of what material could be. Maybe even looking at the scale and perhaps seeing scale that defies what that visual scale may represent. A couple years ago, my mom passed away, and I started to kind of think about her history, her personal history. And she grew up in Korea, and she would tell me of her stories of Korean War and these different sort of tragic events that happened to her throughout her life. And one of the stories that she told me was sort of the bombings that she witnessed as a young girl, young child. And that really kind of stuck with me. So I started looking at the news, and there are lots of stories back a couple years ago of all these missile launches that were happening out of North Korea. And I was torn looking at the missiles and smokes because in one sense, as a visual artist, I was aesthetically drawn to the smoke, the certain visual beauty of the smoke and what it can do as a phenomenon. The idea of dissipation into thin air, it appearing in one sense and disappearing in a few minutes later. And I really enjoyed that part of it, but at the same time, looking at the missiles, it just reminded me of my parents' sort of experience growing up in Korea. So I really enjoyed, or really kind of wanted to investigate that sort of conflicting ideas of what that missile could represent for me, and the aftermath of that missile being the sort of the devastation, the toll it takes on human beings, but at the same time, the beauty, the visual beauty of the plumes.